Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Teal-Rasferian, CEO, Plant Life Ambassador, and part-time Vtuber. Today is the start of another couple days of streaming, and we're going back to Final Fantasy XIV. I've been making progress in the main story a little bit. But I've mostly just, the little time I spend on it after work, I've kind of just been leveling up Pictomancer, and I was actually able to get it to level 90 last night, but I'm still planning on doing the main story as White Mage, even though I'm pretty sure I'm still at like level 93 quests. My White Mage is 96. Just because I've been doing dungeons as it. Oh. I decided to use the cafe instead of the usual chat background, but it looks like the music is off. Okay. That's what happens when you don't use one of your OBS scenes after a long time. But that kind of won't matter in like 2 seconds because we're going to this scene. Oh, turn desktop audio on. I did the, what was it, the third feat with the moblins off camera. At least I think it was off camera. I'm pretty sure it was off camera. I've been playing this game a lot, so I don't know how much I've streamed of it. We got that. Now we're in the fourth area, and we're tasked with finding the leader for the Yakui, which are these giants, and we have to grill the locals for info. Still a couple splots on the map that I haven't unlocked. I did manage to, I unlocked Flight here. I did all the needed quests and found all the Aether Currents. I'm pretty sure it's either somewhere in here or somewhere up here. A couple more Aether Currents. Urkopacha. Yeah, there's 2 more to find, and then at some point there'll be 2 side quests in this town, I'm sure, and then the main story progress one. Oh, and let me change to Picto really quick. Level 90, Comet in Black, the Tombstone weapon for level 90. It's been very fun to play with. But back to White Mage for now. See, this one. Zerferlar. Some kind of stonemason. Asking after the High Luminary as well, are you? I know not where to find him, but I do hope you have the opportunity to speak together. He is a great man with a deep reverence for our traditions. These glyphs we carve for one. He affords them as much value as any treasure we possess. They are records of lives lived. Your arrival, too, I will etch into the stone, that the story of our meeting may endure for untold turnings of the sun. If you're curious about our waves, then I bid you visit Proof to the northwest of here. It is one of our grave sites. Yes, I see. Go to the graveyard. Oh, hey, Alphino. Meet back where we started. Let's go across here. And I just need to do like 3 more fates on this map to unlock the writing map for purchase, which I'm tempted to do. Zerborlor. Tuliolin? No, you are from further away than that, I think. As for the High Luminary, I can only guess where he might be. He is warder of the Sky Ruin, but also keeper of the sepulchres, and his duties often take him outside the village. The Sky Ruin is Valley Garmanda, which I saw in a cutscene, and their main temple is frozen in ice, but the seal seems to be coming undone, and that might have been what caused the big storm. There's no fates active at the moment, which is a problem. Hopefully when we go out into the rest of the area on this mountainside, we'll run into some more fates, and I'll just do them. Your Jawar. The High Luminary? No, I've not seen him today. Let me ask you a question. That Zebral who came out of the temple earlier, was that really the third promise? Zebral must mean Hrothgar. She seems rather unimposing. How is she meant to succeed the mighty Galul Jaja? Rude. Oh, hey, there's a fate right there. Let's ditch this for now and go. Because it's presumably going to be a while until we get the flight, so I want to be able to get the riding map. Ow, my shins. As I ride on my ball. Oh yes, I'm also in the middle of the Pictomancer quests. I kind of just did them little bit by little bit until I hit 90. Oh, you're a cool design. Molten Philibad. Now, you probably see those in Hell's Lid. Someone's working on these. Mountain bombs. Oh, they're a summoner. A bevy of baby bombs. Oh, they have blaze spikes. Let's clean up the ones they picked up. Or do they just die when they self-destruct? I guess that makes sense. Is that the last couple? Yeah, that was the last couple. No other fates. Just teleport back real quick. I could go searching for more Aether Currents, but I kind of did that a while back. Basically, after the first dungeon, you get to the upper part of, like, the jungle area with Hanu. But then you can immediately come to this upper half of the Pelu village, or the Pelu's place. So I kind of just did that. Oh, yeah, you can't see the big mountain because of the fog. Huh. First things first, was anyone able to coax a definite location for the High Luminary? No. As expected, what then of clues or other hints that might point us in the right direction? Addition to his usual duties, Gerfurler is also charged with keeping the graves. As did I. The sepulchres appear to hold a special significance in their culture. But would it be appropriate for us outsiders to enter into their burial grounds? Proof, you say, and he encouraged you to visit this place. Then let us go and take a look. Even if we don't find Gerfurler there, it'll give us the chance to learn more about the Yakui. Northwest of here, we can leave from that side of the village for a start. Oh, fate. Let's go. I just need 2 more fates, and then we'll be good to go. Geez, are you gonna load? Bump, 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 bump. Now the golden one's still around. That's cute. Yep, someone started. I mean, it's too high level. Jeez. This might be the last batch of them. No? One more? One more. And then that should be done. Oh, and there's one Sibley Stout Strider. How do we get up there? Oh, look, it's someone with flight. Fire suppression. How the heck do we get up there? Having this many layers in a mountain area. I'm probably not going to be able to get there in time. Yeah, I'm not even going to try. Okay, to the west, it's probably... Let's just get a normal Aether Current, because we got it anyway. People are already finishing up the main stories after like a week, so of course people have flight unlocked already. Northwest, so it's probably just up this way. Yeah, there's no way I would have been able to circle around and get there in order to do anything. Northwest still across this way. He's gonna be up there. No. Oh, just the west. Alright, I guess I have a hunt mark for alpacas. It's up there. It seems like this is possible. Can I get... Oh. Oh. No. Then around. Probably not this way. Really. Okay, we have to go all the way over here. Because things make sense. We have quite the harvest here. That's nice. There's ones in the upper parts. I'm guessing the last walking around one is in the upper reaches. Alright. To the west. No, it has to be down here. Oh, let's go get it. There's no way I'd get there fast enough. There's no way I'm gonna get that fast enough. What is it ever since like Stormblood, they give us these new maps and then we can only explore half of them and then we have to do other stuff. Oh, it's so annoying. Blues Matte Garden. It was up here. And I didn't notice this back in the main story. We literally had to go over there for stuff. I couldn't see this. Jeez. Okay, that should be... Yeah, that's all the Aether Currents. So let's go back up there. Yeah, they already started that. No way I'm getting to that. Oh, there's an alpaca mount. Apparently there's a capybara mount. And I'm not entirely sure how to get it. But I'm just going to assume it's max level. How fair are the murals? Nope. The others have gone ahead to prove following the trail west. There are sharp drops everywhere, so we're all moving at our own pace. Some of us are not built for craggy terrain. I thought to get my bearings from up here first so I don't stumble off a cliff. Catch up to Arendelle, who should be able to point you in the right direction. Poor Kryl. Oh, hey, here's Alizé. It's not quite mountain time, but these steep slopes are exhausting enough. I would think I'd see Alfino before Alizé in terms of stamina. Unless he can just, like, heal himself. Oh. We're getting that fate. And then we're going to immediately go to the gemstone trader and buy the riding map. Because I need to go faster. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Mega Magui Mayhem. Malodorous Mega Magui. Serrated Spin. That should be done. Yep. Small effort of stability. Now we can buy the riding map and go like twice as fast. Alright, my wondrous tales. One more thing I need to do. Ugh. Streams or Earth's Fount. Heart of the Creator. You know, let's... Heart of the Creator. That's against Cruise Chaser, right? Thank you, Instant Pop. White Mage. Just so I can get this book filled out and turn it in for EXP. Really? Well, while we're waiting for this one DPS... Oh, okay. Now I have hiccups. Yeah, this is Cruise Chaser. One Dragoon. Anti-skill. Oh, Thrown Flames. That's a donut. Or no, it's point blank. And Noom. Yeah, Cruise Chaser. Forward and back and forward and back. The Alexander raid music was always good. Optical sight. Oh, Ed. Second optical sight. Right on top. Survive. Limit cut. Then plasma shield. Are we gonna get out of... We're not gonna have to deal with exhaust, or whatever it's called. Cool. Thank you for the run. You can have the comm. I always give the comms to a DPS if I feel like they did a good job, because like I'm maxed out on comms as far as achievements go, because I main a healer. Deplete the writing map. Okay, now it's gonna be bearable going through this place. And then that. And we don't get any lines. Cool. Deadline. Yeah, let's go turn it in, and then... Yeah, let's use a ticket. We'll turn it in... I think I'll turn it in as Scholar/Summoner, because one of my retainers is that, and they can only be as high of a level as yours are. So if I want them to be able to gather stuff in Dawn Trail, I need to level up Summoner. Well, Arcanist, I guess. No, wait. I end up eating food instead, which is fine. Summoner, Aetherflow, and Trance. I already know how that works. And my mouse is being weird. Hand over a journal. I'll take the Poe tomes because I actually need more, because I've been spending them. Get a new journal. Okay, the level for dungeons is still low. Magic Stream. Ultima's Bane. Why is there always binding coils? No one does binding coils. World of Darkness, Mach. Burden of a Father. Treasure Dungeon. I bought new gear for Picto. So we've got those. I was gonna do something before going back to. That's right, I wanted to go to Yulemoor and see about buying Viper gear. Yeah. Now that I have some more Poes. Yeah. Why is Yulemoor taking so long? Such a long time to load. Everyone's in Tuliolal. Viper. I just bought random gloves to fill the void. So, hands and feet. Hands and feet. Oh, there's the Corn Servant. Scouting. Striking, scouting. Okay. Okay, these and those. And this is the best. Okay. So I don't have to worry about Viper. So let's go back to Yogg-Taral, back up here. It's kind of dumb that you can't just buy Aetheryte tickets with normal company seals. It has to be the hunt currency. Okay. This is a slightly more tolerable speed. Narrower door. Lots of volcanic activity around here. Oh hey, there's Alphino. Have the look of homes rather than graves, but long years have passed since anyone resided here. Where's Wooklamot? No wood, no trees, not even dried grass, and yet the ground still burns. One of the scars left behind by Valley Garbanda's rampage. The Skyrune's fires are described as eternal, flames that can be quenched by neither storm nor time. And here I thought it a literary embellishment. But now I've lost sight of Wooklamont. Ruth is northwest along the main road, so hopefully she's still heading the right way. Oh, Shades of Grief. Proof's up here. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Patient Gravekeeper. Ah, you've come. Heh, Wooklamont wins again. Looks like everyone is here now, so... Greetings, friend. Are you Gerfurler? No, I am not. The High Luminary did, however, task me with providing a lesson on sepultures to those who came in search of him. Oh, we were meant to find our way here after all. Are you to tell us who is buried here? No one is buried here in the sense you mean. When a body has served its purpose, we consign it to the flames, then scatter its ashes across the peaks. We do not conceive of death as others do. For us, a person does not die when their heart ceases to beat, but only when they are no longer born in the hearts of all who know them. That is why we build our sepultures before age or mishap claims us, that we might etch ourselves into living chronicle for all eternity. This grave belongs to a good friend. His mortal vessel ended its journey some years ago, but he lives within me even now. Up there stands my own sepulture. As long as it exists, so too will I. I will endure in the hearts of those who read my grave glyphs in the same manner my friend does in mine. Has it always been thus for your people, this conception of existence and death? Continue along this path to the indelible passage. Behold the history upon its walls, and you may find the answers to your questions. Then that's what we'll do. Your traditions are fascinating, and I'd love to know more, she says as she turns away from him. I thank you for allowing me to share them, for in doing so will I remain in your hearts also. Up here somewhere. The indelible passage. By your powers combined. No, Minotaurs. Or Hualapen. Okay. Maybe they're a mark for that person. Stoic Chronicler. 4 different scenes. That's Alphino. Kryl. To not only be remembered, but live on inside of the hearts of others. If it's possible, then grandfather surely lives on inside mine. 'Tis a comforting thought. I get the feeling they were expecting us. I've never spoken with the Yakui before and had no idea they held such a philosophy on life and death. Hello. A fellow we met at Proof suggested that we come here. Yes, the High Luminary commanded that I watch for your arrival. As the chroniclers of our people, it has ever been my family's duty to pass on the teachings of the murals from generation to generation. They really are magnificent, and together they tell the tale of your people's history. They are the events which shaped us. I would share them with you ere you continue on your way. Please, we would love to hear all about it. Then I will begin. The first mural depicts a time more than 1100 years ago, an age of great prosperity for the Yakui. Blessed with size and strength unmatched by other peoples, our ancestors marched forth and brought much of Yaktural under their dominion. Then, when all before them had been conquered, they turned their gaze northwards, seeking to expand their territory and power. Here we see the expedition to Zaktural. Unable to cross the strait by ship, our forefathers set to building a bridge to the northern lands, a grand labor which consumed the greater part of a century. Zorgar the Boundless. We still make use of that bridge in Tuyal for travel. I can't imagine the patience and dedication it took to complete a work of that scale. But I've never heard of any Yakui living in Zaktural. What happened to the ones who went north? Look upon this next mural and behold the answer. The scene suggests that many giants perished all at once. What manner of enemy could have repelled their invasion? A foe unnamed and unseen. When the expedition pushed forth into Zaktural those thousands of years ago, its soldiers were felled by disease. Some terrible illness. No virulent plague or newly arisen blight. For the local Tanwata and Shitona, it was but a mild affliction of the sort that comes with the turning of the seasons. What manifested for them as slight fevers and coughs, however, proved deadly to our people. Out of every 10 Yakui who joined that northern campaign, 9 succumbed to the infection. Those who survived continued to suffer, finding it difficult to sire offspring. I've heard of this before. Lacking in inherited resistance, visitors to distant lands can fall deathly ill to diseases a local might shrug off. These events might also have given rise to the practice of cremation rather than the burial of mortal remains. Makes sense. Yeah. This final mural depicts the return of our grieving brethren to Urkopacha. The reason they first left, why they had fought so long and pushed so far, was to ensure peace for our homeland. This undertaking began in ancient times, when our forebears learned they shared the continent with peoples unlike us in appearance or custom. They feared invasion was inevitable. Rather than meekly await their fate, they decided to strike the first blow. Yet, as they fought on and on, the old idea of peace drifted further and further away. Only after the disaster in Zaktural and their withdrawal to the mountains did they come to understand. The peace we envisioned had been ours for the taking all along. It was here, in the place which birthed us, here in the stones upon which we recorded our days, in this tranquil life we had traded for conquest and conflict. When you do nothing but fight, it can blind you to what's right in front of your eyes. And so we return to the present. I trust you found this brief history of our people enlightening. I'm always glad to learn more about my fellow Turali, how you've lived until now and how you wish to live from now on. Then I believe you're ready to proceed. The High Luminary bids you meet him upon the summit of Workor Zarmor. I had a feeling we'd end up scaling that big old mountain. Well, it's a feat worthy of the name. Follow the trail south of here to begin your ascent, but be wary. Beyond the entryway, the mountain's side is home to ferocious beasts, both mundane and otherwise. Well, keep that in mind. Thank you for the warning and the lesson. I'm guessing it's the next dungeon. We know where we're going, to the top of the mountain. Cool beans. Oh, side quests opened up, it seems. Scattered across here. Indradrakui. Well, you're gonna stay injured. Sorry. No, there's plenty of fires. What the hell is that? If I know we'd be climbing the mountain, I might not have raced up and down those trails. My feet are killing me. This thin omen here is going to be the death of me. How long have you been standing there? I was just taking the scenery. We don't want to fall too far behind Alphino and the others. Flints. Type of bomb. Huh. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Jeez. I cast a rejuvenating spell on what will not. Even our indomitable third promise is feeling the strain of these slopes. I'm... Trying not to sneeze again. I won't be much use to you of a guide at this point. Even in Teal, there's precious little written about the mountain. Beyond whimsical poetry, that is. Hope we come across Buckle Jaja on our way to the summit. We still owe him for the troubles he caused. True size of mountain is never more apparent than when you're standing at its foot. You remember how the chronicler was saying the more they fought, the further away they moved from their idea of peace? It occurs to me that if Zoralja is attempting the feat of proof, then he will have heard that same lesson. I can only hope that's made him reconsider his own stance on educating people through war. She gazes up the summit.
Gods, that is one tall mountain, and we're supposed to climb it?
The Yakui.
He's speaking the old Yakui tongue. The words are difficult to catch.
Well, me and Kryle have the echo, so...
Though your words are crude and cumbersome, I use them for your benefit.
Poor
You
Vor.
are a claimant in this right of succession.
That's right.
Hmm.
Then, if you die, Tuliola loses a potential ruler.
It's a dark thing to say, friend. I get the feeling you don't share the opinions of the other Yokui we've met.
We do not grovel before Golul, Jaja, like those shameless lapdogs. My brethren and I are conquerors, and we will restore our people to their rightful place as Kural's overlords.
With so few.
The giants have their own factions too, it seems.
You think your kin weak for showing deference to my father, but they do not follow the man. It is his peace they respect, a peace they always wanted, which they realize could be had right here.
Justifications of the Craven.
want to fight you.
Then die on your knees.
Eh? A bird? A crystal bird.
Opportunistic vermin. Seek to fist on us, do you? Get down here. Your neck will be the first I snap this day.
Eh.
That's right.
Action scene.
Why do you help us?
I didn't put much thought into it. My legs were moving before I knew what was happening. I suppose I feared you'd die before we had the chance to get to know each other. Before I could learn more about you.
To what end?
Oh, that's simple. If we're to share the land, it's the best way for us to become friends. How is he?
He'll live. Not quite ready to walk under his own strength, however.
If you could stay and tend to him, the rest of us will continue on to Wokozormo.
Understood. Be careful up there.
This changes nothing. We will not forsake our conquest.
As you like. You want to kill me, you're welcome to try. But right now, you might want to worry about your comrade.
On a mountain of that size, there are bound to be creatures even I've never heard of. I'll trust you to lead the way.
Then we climb. The furlougher is waiting.
New dungeon unlocked, I guess. Cool. Aaronville. Off in distance. Other players. The feat approved the challenge. You have to find the Gerfurler. And surviving the mountain's denizens will be a feat of itself. And it should be an instant pop. I understand why people are using the, like, backpack item. But, like, sometimes it just doesn't go well with their outfits. Oh, there we go. Orkor Zormor. Yeah. Wop, 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 wop. Panic attack. Oh, here we go. Frozen mountain with lightning crystals. Lightning biasts. What the hell are those? Birds? Workhorse Snorwarble. Snorwarbler. Biased. Snow warblers, greetings. Hi, Dabu. Oh, now we're in ice. Muraliths. Anilas. All of the elements, huh? Next has to be the boss. Oh my god. Travelers on the mountain, how delightful. Do stay and play a while. It talks. Frosting Fracas. Come to me, Snowkin. Fluffle up. Rarotos. Oh. Cold feet. Captures its own minions in ice. And then they come out. Bigger ones. Oh, it's freezing these ones. Icy. Chilly. Snow scoop. Snowkin, large and small. This can be the safe first. Armor, bracelet, offending. Casting. Oh. Aether Current. Zeralja. Ah. That was unintended. He broke the things. Forsaken Haze. Ring of Healing, I don't need. More treasure. More healing. Zormar Kappa scouting. Middle of the group. This is probably the next boss. Woo. Morgar Rise. Yeah, shoot. Oh, the bird. Wind Unbound. Crystalline Crush. The rock shattered into pieces. And it made it safe, and then not safe. Crystalline Storm. And then we get lines. Then we're safe here. That's a cool mechanic. Seed crystals. You're slowly being covered in crystal. Circling sights. So I might circle. More Wind Unbound. And it's dead. Greed. Striking. Greed. I'll greed for other stuff, just 'cause. I'll save the Blood Lily for the next group. Odious Lunge. Treasure Copper. Bracelet Offending. That's the last chest, because it's got a weapon. Spear. Okay. Oh, do we just fight Gerfurler? Oh, yep. Dawn's Elector.
I am Ulfuru, Elector of the Dawn Servant. Prepare to be tested.
Alrighty then.
Prove you are worthy to rule.
Heaving Haymaker. Oh. Feel the weight of history.
Return the hunger of roiling waters.
Interesting. Flames.
Recount the fury of erupting peaks.
No, it's a sequential.
I will take the measure of your resolve. Implacable strength of the mountain, be mine!
Are these... Yeah. These are like chi things. You managed to get 2.
Spirit of my brethren, your thunder roars! That you should endure my fury.
Stonework Center. Wind, is it going to be knockback? Yeah.
Cruelty of merciless storms.
And then tornadoes in the area. Oh. And sleep again. One's gonna be water and fire. Oop. That requires some thinking. This is what Bell is used for. Yay. Blood for the Blood Lily. Samurai can get it. Codex and the music. 6. It's an interesting fighting style. Oh, I got the Scholar book. Yay. The very first boss was super cute. I wonder if we get to see, like, basic enemy types of it.
Very good, Claimant. Once more, I name myself High Luminary to my people, and chosen Elector of the Dawn Servant.
Woo.
You are much bigger than the others in the village.
Really, Wukumot?
All your Kui were once my equal in size, but ever since we were decimated by disease, it is rare to see a child reach our former stature.
You speak of the contagion which afflicted the Shaktural expedition. The one recorded in your murals.
It is a chapter of our history that is entangled with the legend of the Golden City.
I've heard that legend originated with the Yokui. Is this true?
With the visions our ancestors had, to be precise.
Visions.
Preceding the campaign into Shaktural, many were visited by dreams of glittering splendor. They described a paradise that knew neither war nor famine, where people lived lives of eternal happiness. A single dreamer might have been dismissed, but when dozens, if not hundreds, spoke the same, the luminaries became convinced it was divine revelation.
Or Asians. That's my guess.
Then the expedition.
Its purpose was to find the City of Gold. Yes, help was marshaled from all the territories under our control. Lands were scoured on a massive scale.
Ah, little wonder the legend is so similar across Tural. Those involved with the search would have passed the stories down to their children.
Oh, here's Kona. Second
Another
place.
claimant I see. I will test your worth, as I have tested those who came before you.
A potion to heal himself.
Here and now, I think he means.
No, Urianje is a bit tired.
Well fought, second promise. For you and your sister's success in performing the feat of proof. You both shall be rewarded.
It's a green stone.
Three to go.
Well, I have to wonder if we'll be crossing the bridge next.
How glorious it would have been to race thee and thine to the summit. Though mayhap not whilst being hounded by Jaja and his minions.
Again, that swine shows his disdain for the right.
Strangely, despite his eagerness to antagonize us, he withdrew as soon as we fought back in earnest. I cannot fathom what he was trying to achieve. On a similar note, I'm also curious as to why you chose the peak of Warkor Zormor for the conclusion of this feat. The earlier stages saw us learn the history of the Yokui. Does this location also hold some special meaning for your people?
Yes, it is a place of great significance.
All these monuments. Is this a burial ground?
Every high luminary before me is enshrined in this earth. Alongside them are the heroes who bravely stood their ground when Valley Armanda brought ruin to Burkopacha 8 decades past.
That explains why there are so many.
Zerolja.
Zorolja, I should have known you'd arrive here first.
Ah, third promise. How relieved I am to find you in good health.
Specifically, the third promise.
Zorolja, you bastard! I should end you here and now!
Remember where you are. You will mind your conduct, or you will leave.
Right. Sorry.
I see no reason to delay further. Show me my father's sepulchre.
Papa has a grave?
Gravelly voice. Very main character to have you in your Fall Guy hoodie, dude, in the background.
Upon this monument are inscribed the names of those who sealed away the monstrous Valley Armanda. Your fathers included.
I kind of just started wearing it like before the expansion, like when the Fall Guys event first started, and I just never really got around to changing the glam. I'm sure by the time I reach endgame of this one, I'll find a new look that I like.
Gulul Jaja, master of resolve and reason, champion of peace.
Look at this one. Kettenram, navigator of uncharted oceans.
Kettenram, the Laminsan explorer. Does this mean he joined Gulul Jaja on his travels?
Yeah, Alice, we've already heard that.
Kavkiwa, seeker of the unknown. How strange to see your name here.
Oh, is that Aaronville's master?
It was unheard of to build living sepulchres for those who were not Yokui. But their great deed demanded recognition.
Master of resolve and reason, champion of peace. Papa really did some amazing things.
He carved his path with martial skill.
Yet it was clever thinking which allowed him to trap Valley Armanda within its own ice magics.
Martial skill and clever thinking. I can't compete with Zorolja's mastery of the Head of Resolve's techniques. And when it comes to knowledge, Kona's the one who most takes after the Head of Reason. Is there anything that I've gotten from Papa? something I do better than the others.
Making friends? What else defines your father? Curious what she'll say to this.
What else defines him? Oh, of course. Papa's love for peace, for his people. That is what he's given me. And I'm fighting to preserve the peaceful Tural he built.
Oh. Is that Thali Garmanda?
What else was that?
You must return to Warlar's Echo immediately. Valigarmanda has broken free.
Oh boy. First trial?
I presume that was about the unholy sound?
Blah, 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 blah.
Valigarmanda is free.
We need to get back there. Now!
It was still locked up in ice.
How fortuitous. We have been gifted an opportunity to outpace our rivals.
No, he wants him to ignore the big monster that just came out. Really? That's the problem, music. Up to the temple. Alphino. Good, you're back. There is much excitement. By the time I arrived to investigate a sudden surge in ether, there were already fallen giants everywhere. Everyone's preoccupied with treating the wounded. Pray catch your breath and lend a hand where you can. Corpse blue dye, iris purple, blood red. Blood red. We can now go to the dungeon whenever we want. An echo of madness. Many injured, passed over from wounds, asked me to alert me to them. Tending who requires the most urgent. We can gather here once we've seen people's hurts. I'm a healer too, Alphino. Lord of War. Third promise is protector. Everything bathed in bright red. A searing heat enveloped my entire body. I couldn't move. Alright, these are the same people I talked to for intro. We'll get through this. There's Alphino down there. My wounds are nothing serious, but this dryness in my throat, it's all that the moisture has left my body. Thancred and Urianje and Kuona. Failure sustained burns, but the fire found no purchase in these stone buildings. Fire ether pervades the entire village. Zerferlar. Escape is of Dankers, we must tend to those caught in the conflagration. Groan. He burns. The touch of cloth is agony. I will live. Lead me. The others in dire need of help. Everyone. Wait at the designated location. Should mend my gear when I get a second. Only again for now. The injured you found were awake and work then. That as well. We helped the injured as comfortable as we could. Injured suffering burns did a fire sweep through the village. The details are unclear. To help heal the giant attacked by the mountain bird, the group's leader bade me depart. It was then I felt an intense wave of ether and turned to find warlords echoing the state. Rushed over first giant I saw. Delirious with pain, he repeated the same warning. The Valley of Garmanda has broken free, thus did I contact you with all haste. Well, we're going to need more information than that before we can deal with the situation. We speak with the temple guard and see what's become of the Skyrune's prison. Answers exist away us inside the temple. High Luminary will have returned. They did say the prison was beginning to fail, but I felt certain it would hold for another few years. I'd be glad to learn that this was all misunderstanding, a futile hope by the looks of things. Need to find out. High Luminary gains the entry and waits you within. What happened? Oh. Yeah, that's a noticeable lack of a giant bird dragon in ice.
The ice has failed.
Surmurwar, tell them what you told me. A short while ago, a claimant paid us a visit.
Buckle Jaja. Oh, Echo. How convenient.
Who enters this hollowed hall? Ah, a claimant.
And here we have the mighty Valigarmanda.
A terrifying Vitral. With every awakening, it has seared its ruinous name into the memories of a new generation.
What a good little terror. You've stayed napping right up to the day I needed you.
Buckle Jaja let him out of the ice.
Explain yourself.
It is as they say. Kulurjaja caused its magic to run rampant, trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation. Clever. Clever. To unmake it, it would be quite tricky. Two spells must be cast at the exact same moment. A conflagration intense enough to melt the ice, and awakening flame to rekindle the slumbering Vitral's soul. The only ones capable of such harmonious execution would be the heads of reason and resolve. And the blessed siblings. Bakul Jaja.
If he isn't dead from releasing it, he's going to be disqualified instantly.
You mustn't!
But I already have.
Oh, he's a gigantic idiot.
Little terror.
Why? Why would he think this is a good idea?
I might have overcome the fire.
A bit.
Utter madness. Why have you done this?
For the throne!
For the throne.
Unleash calamity for your own gain? Have you any idea how many may die?
Wreak havoc, Valigarmanda. Live up to your legend.
Seriously. We had a vision while he explained everything in words.
A messenger to Tuli-Yorol has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent, I am sure. But there is no telling when they will arrive.
Idiot! This monstrous act is a step too far, even for him.
So, what's the plan?
Hunt it down and stop it.
If we leave the withdrawal to others, it will be a massacre. Some might call it the wiser choice, if I don't want to fall behind the competition. But I could never live with myself. And my supporters deserve a better ruler. So that's that. I will stay and fight Valigarmanda. This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay it. Alone, I don't stand a chance. I understand you've no obligation to aid me outside the right of succession. But for the sake of Urkopacha and its people, I beg you, join me in this battle.
As if you had to ask.
Far be it from us to abandon a dear comrade in her time of need.
Dear comrades now, eh? I have to say, it does have a comforting ring to it. Knowing someone has your back makes it easier to do what you have to do.
Will Koana help us?
And what will we do? One committed to winning the contest above all else would race on ahead.
He'll probably show up on the sidelines helping out.
If you're resolved to slay Valigarmanda, you'll need to find out where the beast went.
you for, old friend?
Inform the Bello of the danger. They may need to flee to lower ground.
Alright. Should a claimant reckless enough to free the Skyrim become Dawn Servant, what would become of Tuliolal? There's nothing blessed about him. Two casters releasing spells of fire at the exact same moment. Feat impossible for any but two-headed Mamulja. When I said I would take on the duties of guides, that did not include the tracking of ancient and terrible Tural Vidral. We can't leave it free to ravage the land. Blah 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 blah. Annenvale, any ideas how we can track Valley Garvanda? Trying true method of comparing sightings with other signs of passage is the most reliable, but also most time-consuming. Second option, not as reliable, but if we're lucky, it will let us ascertain the whereabouts far more quickly. Tural Vidral is an extraordinary nature. Valley Garmanda is still a creature of this world. It is thus sustained by corporeal energy and possesses a unique ethereal balance, which means this device should come in handy. Oh, is it a set of goggles? One second, I need to mute. I need to step away for a few minutes, unfortunately, so I'm going to set us to BRB. Okay, I'm back. Had to deal with something annoying. Floating hand, now's not the time to be playing with toys. No toy, it's an aether seeker. As the name suggests, cleaners use it to detect the aether of living beings. And you've had that in your pack this whole time. I can calibrate it to follow a specific ethereal aspect. The problem with Valigarmanda, however, is that it can shift freely between the elements of fire, ice, or lightning. Well, we know that in order to awaken Valigarmanda from its icy imprisonment, Buckle Jaja cast spells which quicken its fire aspected aether. And the residents here were uniformly afflicted by burns. A logical conclusion that it unleashed fire. The choice is plain, fire. The Seeker, however, is not without its faults. As we are not able to input our quarry's unique etheric signature in advance, the device will respond to any living source of fire aspected aether. So we have the reliable, yet slow method of information gathering versus the potentially swift but easily misled Gleaner tool. Pursue both methods at the same time. Good idea, we'll have the first to fall back on if the second fails. You travel with me then, Olive, in case the Seeker leads me to some other fiery fiend. The rest will stay behind and get eyewitnesses. I shall remain here in the village and tend to the Akui. Very few are seriously injured, but I'm wary of wounds inflicted by a creature like Valigarmanda. Be close at hand if their conditions worsen. Sounds like they all have work to do. We should be on our way as well. Echo of Madness. Oop. Aether Seeker. Please specify desired ethereal aspect. Maple Teriyaki. Aether-seeking device, pointing the way. We head to the outskirts of the village first, then set the Seeker to detect fire aspected ether. Womp. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ethereal aspect fire. Orther's Echo is still suffused with the residual ether, so I've excluded it from the search area. Aaronville will accompany you. Follow the Seeker to its destination. Tracking nearest source of fire aspected ether. Ooh. No, it's just going up and down. Oh, there's a fire sprite. Source of fire aspect of tracking disengaged. Not quite the legendary creature we were after. Dealing with that fire sprite will continue to confuse the Seeker if we leave it be. Kill anything inconvenient. Understood. Level 93 quest stuff when I'm now 97. unnecessary measure, I'm afraid. Try this again. No, is it going to be the Foabad? Tracking disengaged. Heh. Frightening enough, but again, not what we're looking for. If you would be so kind. Cool. I asked if you gave me trouble, but considering who I'm talking to. Resume tracking, and do try to point out something useful this time. Bloodsuckers, also known as chupacabras. Those are the naturally occurring Foabads. It's going to point out just the crater. Another remnant of Valigamanda's last rampages. The crater's flames registered to the Seeker as corporeal aether. In the words of the Tuialo saga, when Valigarmanda rages out of control, its fire burns forever, its ice does not thaw, and its lightning crackles without cease. Thus was the Dawnstone able to turn the Sky Ruin's perpetual magic against itself, trapping it within unmelting prison of ice. This is no mundane fire, but some kind of everlasting sorcery. Once again, it is a strange feeling to see fanciful poetry proven true. The important thing is that the fire is classified as living aether. We can feed a sample into the Seeker and greatly improve its accuracy. Ah. Well, I wonder if the fire will die when we beat up Valigarmanda. Seeker should ignore any etheric signature but Valigarmanda. Had I realized this was possible from the start, you wouldn't need to fight those creatures at all. My apologies. It seems I still have much to learn from this journey as a gleaner and a guide. Resume tracking the Sky Ruin. Tracked solely to Valigarmanda's aether. Resume tracking based on latest sample. Engaging accelerated pursuit mode. Back to the center. Hum, 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 hum. This next crater. Oh, is it just gonna keep tracking all of the craters? Check the Skyrian's fire. Now we know we've set the correct parameters. The threshold, that should direct. Calibrating sensors. Well, back to the cave then. Bum, 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 bum. I think we'd know if it was inside this passage. It's certainly big enough to hold it. Ridge traps. Is it over the lake?
The trail ends here, it seems. Could Valigarmanda have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all. In any case, I'm almost certain the Vitral was headed in the direction of Warkor Lardor. We should let the others know we have a likely location.
Blah, 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 blah.
Alphino was assisting the Yokhoi with their evacuation. He thought they could use a healing hand with the injured.
Right.
So where is Valigarmanda?
Warkor Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Vitral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
So Valigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Then we better not give it the chance.
Stop! Mountain is sacred ground.
Great.
I forbid you to set foot on it.
Sorry, it is not our intention to trespass. But you must understand, that's where Valigarmanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question. Your band is incapable of defeating Valigarmanda. Either you seek to defile Warkor Lardor, or you are fools.
If you doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them? monument to Valigarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
But we need an 8th for a full party.
7 weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
Ah.
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead.
Ugh.
A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome. I would take the measure of this Tural withdrawal my father was unable to kill.
Both my brothers here. This battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
Brother, no! We do not bear arms against our own people.
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Chirwagur Saltern do not consider themselves members of the Tuli-Yolal nation. I'd hardly call them our own people.
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace. If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
And me.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone.
We are still in her debt. This is true. Consider the debt repaid. But do not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuli-Yolan rule.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat, protector of peace, and soon-to-be dawn servant.
Even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that wholeheartedly.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive, my old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuli-Yolal becomes. Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
Jeez.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird. I don't care how strong the sky ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
Orcor Lardor. So it's a new trial. Oh, we can use the NPCs. That'll be a lot easier than otherwise going it blind with people. Small talk. Well, I don't want to click through all of them, so let's just... Party of NPCs. Me and Urion J are the healers. Gunbreaker... Let me make this bigger. No, Zeralsha is considered a Viper. And then Kiwano's an Innovator. Register for duty. Commence. I think after this fight and maybe like a bit of the main story afterwards, I'll probably call an end to the stream. No, what a pretty rainbow. Oh, yep. Probably Garmanda. Tral Vidral. Hopefully it hasn't restored too much of itself. We have a nice, convenient, rectangular platform. How nice. Oh, it's big. We can withstand damage a certain time. Understood. Skyruin falls today. Tempestuous wind. Kral knows what to do. I like how some of them are not smart enough to get out of the way. Again. And then they learn. Open Mount B. I need to pay more attention. Balance. Let me get frostbite. That was close. Sky Ruin. What? Oh, it's changed. Now it's snow. Southeast. Keep moving. Oof. Arcane circles of ice.
Innovation is the key to victory.
Disaster zone. Controlling the ambient ether. Lightning. Whoa. Can feel the crackling. Now we can float or not. Urianjay. Frontwise.
Try this!
For the tanks. Jeez. Ooh, this way. Two-wheel disaster. Oh, 69. Nice. Eruption. Back to ice. The effect will not expire until Value Garmand is deleted. That's concerning. I have not been using avalanche. I guess this is its basic fire state. So we have to be up here. Increased trauma will result in a concussion. Well, it's been killed, question mark? Oh. It completely dissipated. It was an ordeal. I expected more. We won. I'm curious to see Zeral show in action. Cool. That was a fun fight. See how this gets resolved.
We did it. We slew Valigarmanda. A feat that even the great Gulur Chacha couldn't manage.
It didn't have as much ether, but let's let her have it.
For you, Papa!
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father. The Federal was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Would it?
80 years is a lot.
Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
I'm sure you'll surpass him one day.
You're right about that. Just need a few more battles like this one under my belt.
The Sky Ruin lies dead. And still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle
the miracle.
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
We did leave him with only Sarelja for company.
I tell you, I pull my own weight in battle now. Things are all understand why he's widely considered the greatest warrior. Our promise has promise too, don't you think? Anguish that winged climate air could inflict greater suffering. I'm still giddy from our victory. Matter of outdoing our father aside, this was the best outcome we could have hoped for. Never again will our people fear the looming shadow of the sky ruin. Your proud expressions bespeak a successful hunt, not that I'm surprised in the least. Sarelja came back earlier but left almost immediately with Sarelja in tow. He seemed disinclined to share in any victory celebrations. Not unusual for him. It's Bakul Jaja that concerns me. He's probably far ahead now, making the most of the mayhem he caused. Can't believe he did something so evil just to slow us down. It wasn't only Urkopatra at risk, there have been deaths across the entire continent. I'm more certain that Bakul Jaja cannot be allowed to rule. I have to catch him and take back my keystone. Thancred. Now we get the Aether Current. Yakoi must still be anxious, wondering where and when Valley Garmanda will strike next. Hurry back and allay their fears. Don't let them worry another moment. And I'm guessing after this chunk of main story, the 2 other quest-based Aether Currents will open up. Time further tend to the wounded. Bakul Jaja was next. I'm pretty sure Bakul Jaja would have gotten disqualified for that. Still have the feat of ice to complete. Villagers in hiding, Elfino's confidence in us must have reassured them. Tracked many things, but Valley Garmanda was not among them. Safe and sound. Yes, you could say I'm a little tired. We should talk to Gerfurler.
To the temple, then.
That won't be necessary. Heroes of the hour.
Oh.
Valley Garmanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song.
We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town, but the recklessness of your fellow claimant has rendered them pointless.
A second feat?
The feat of ice.
Feat of ice. You are to fortify Valley Garmanda's prison.
Ah, makes sense.
How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
Just give them the next keystones.
We test Sumur. They have defeated the Sky Ruin and saved the gods know how many lives. If they are not worthy heirs to Gulul Jalja, then no one is. Now that our last claimant has arrived, we can proceed with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the 3 of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
dark green.
That makes 5. Only 2 left to collect.
Except that one of those 5 is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Variarmanda.
You have brought lasting tranquility to our home and earned the gratitude of every Yokui. May glory and prosperity continue to bless Tuliolol as we enter this new age.
And away he goes.
Was never much of a talker, our brother. If you're up for it, you should visit the capital. I'd like everyone to get to know you and your people better.
Heh.
I'll consider it if it's one of you two who claims the throne.
Then you need only await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
No.
Today is a day for unusual visitors.
You, Oklamat, was it not? I doubted you could slay Valigarmanda, but the quiet skies proclaim your triumph. Had the betrayal been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
Yet a debt has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not repay it.
I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
Oh, good idea. That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
The golden dreams. Yes, we have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Shaktural expedition.
What did your forebears see?
A heavenly land, suffused with a golden glow. Its people lived as gods, never aging, never dying, free from hardship and conflict. Every building was a palace, and in their midst reigned a silent goddess, a statue so tall even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we've previously heard, this was a detailed description.
The dreamers were consumed by their visions, compelled to seek out the paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Shak
Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Walk-Evo shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Perhaps. Who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams. Nor dreamers.
The forest? What do you mean?
From the very first, the visions were set to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel. But after they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory. Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden City.
So only Yokwi in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Well, we're headed to Yaktel next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there. Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
I do not require gratitude. I merely repaid a debt. Farewell, Wook Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
Stranger things have happened. Okay. Soon have the chance to investigate that. Suffused in a golden glow. 2 keystones. We've last begun to gain a fuller picture. Turn of events. Strength in the ice. It forced us to do one better. Any from the Saltern of Dane to enter. Day for unusual visitors. Unstuffle Wakes reminds me of the younger days. They probably won't have a sudden change of heart. That doesn't mean they'll never change at all. Today's proof of that. Oh. Anvil would propose a course of action. Return to Tulial. Could probably use a rest. Preparations be made before we can visit the next destination. Respite would be most welcome. I believe I hear the 4 cabins calling our names. Oh, yep, the 2 other quests are active now. I think I'm gonna call an end to the stream and do a bunch more gameplay off stream. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your time zone, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.